So Akhyata Prakaranam. So first couple of sutras would be mentioning the pratyas which are used in the chapter. So as I told yesterday, uh, in the second chapter we had 21 pratyayas, right? Suojas, Amoksha, Ityadi. So we take those pratyayas, we add them with the prakriti, the root word, and then we get the final form. Similarly, here in this Akhyata Prakaranam, we also have a set of pratyayas, and they are 180 in numbers, 180. So, because in Akhyat Prakranam in the verbal section, we have different categories like different tenses, past, present, future, and then few more classifications groups are there in Akhyata Prakranam. So there are 180 pratyayas here in different tenses, and also so we are expected to memorize them just as we did Suojas Ityadi in the second chapter. So we had begun doing the first set of pratyas. We'll do them again. So the first one was Sutra 262. Tatra prayo vartamana kale tibadayo stadasha chuto namana. So the first set of pratyas, the 18 pratyas, in each set we have 18 pratyas. So 10 sets, so 10 into 18 is 180. So, Krishna. Okay, just 1 second. Hare Krishna, sorry. So the 18 pratyas beginning from tip are applied after dhatu in the present tense generally. So these 18 pratyas, they are applied in the present tense mostly generally. So when it says generally, it also means that these pratyas will also be applied in some other areas as well. That is the topic for the next chapter. In Karaka, we will understand in detail about that. So these pratyas in present tense are called achyut pratyas, and in Panini and other grammars they call them lat lakar. So lat lakara is achyut pratyaya. So again, in achyuta pratyas or in all the 10 categories, we'll have two more subdivisions of 9 each. So one is Parapada and second is Atmapada. We'll understand more about Parapada and Atmapada later. For the time being, the Achyuta Parapada pratyas are Tip plus Anti, Sip plus Tha, Mip was Mas. So yesterday we also learned how there are the persons, like the first column stand for the first person, I'm sorry, the third person, second one for the second person, and last column for the first person, like I, we both, and we, like. And then we have Ekvachana, the first row, Dvivachana, second row, and Bahuvachana, the third row, right? Similarly in Atmapada, Te, Ate, Ante, Se, Athe, Dve, E, Vahe, Mahe. So these are the pratyayas which we have to memorize, and these are the pratyayas by which we get the final forms. So if you know any table, like generally we know Patati, Patataha, Patanti, right? In schools we have done that. Bhavati, Bhavata, Bhavanti. So if you notice the ending, Patati, Patataha, Patanti, right? So these are the endings. So verbal roots plus these pratyayas, they make up the final form, right? Just like we did it in the nouns. Please do memorize the pratyayas. So this was the first set. Then vidhi sambhavanadau yadadayo vidhi namana. So the 18 pratyas, uh, the 18 pratyas beginning from yat are applied after dhatu when either vidhi or sambhavana and so on is understood and are called vidhi. So now the next set of pratyas are called vidhi. The first one was achyuta, which is lat in general. This is vidhi, uh, and in Panini and other grammar also they call it vidhi ling. So, and these are applied in the sense of vidhi or sambhavana. So these topics will be more clarified later. So the pratyas are yat, parapada pratyay, yatam used, yas, yatam, yata, yam, yava, yama. So for example, you might have heard a verb which is syat or syu. So that syat is from here, syat, syu, and so on. And then the Atmapada ones are Ita, Iyatam, Iran, Ithas, Iyatham, Ibham, Iya, Ibahi, Imahi. Okay, so these are the Vidhi ling pratyas, the Vidhi pratyas. Hmm. Then the next set of pratyas are Ashihi Preranada Utubadayo Vidharthi Namana. The 18 pratyas beginning from Tup are applied after Dhatu when either Ashish or Prerana and so on is understood and are called Vidhata. So the next 18 pratyas here, Tup, Tam, Antu, like, words like Bhavatu, Patatu, like Bhavatu me, what is that? Jagannath Swami Nayana Patragami, Bhavatu me. So that comes from here, Bhavatu. Suptamantu hi tam ta ani avav amav, and the Atmapada are tam atam antam swa atam bham ait avahit amahit. So, so these are the next 18 pratyas. And they are used in the sense of ashi, prerna. Ashi means like blessing. Prerna is like, motivating something, someone to do something. Uh, like generally in blessings, in scriptures we say, we use this. So this in general, in other grammars, it is called lot lakar, the lot lakar. So achyuta is lat, then vidhi is vidhiling, then the vidhatri is lot lakar. Okay, so the first achyuta pratyas are tiptas, anti, siptas, ta, mit, vasmas, te ate, ante, se ate, dve, ibahi, mahe. Then the next vidhi pratyas are yat, yatam, yus, yas, yatam, yata, yam, yava, yama, ita, yatam, iran, ithas, yatam, itham, iya, ibahi, imahi. Then the current pratyas, the Vidhatri pratyas are Uttamantu, Hitamta, Anip, Avap, Amap, Tam, Atam, Antam, Swa, Atham, Bhai, Dvam, Aip, Abahai, Amahai. Okay. Then The next ones are Anadyatana Bhute Vivadayo Bhuteshwara Namana. The next 18 pratyas are used, applied after a dhatu in the past tense, which is not of the same day. So, which is not of the same day, used in that past sense, in the past tense. And they are called Bhuteshwara pratyas. So, the pratyas are Dip, Tam, An, Sip, Tam, Ta, Pam, Va, Ma, Ta, Atam, Anta, Has, Atham, Dvam, E, Vahi, Mahi. So these pratyas, the Bhuteshwara pratyas, are also called Lang, Lang Lakar, Lang Lakar. So Anadyatana means, like Jiva Goswami explains, the commentaries explains, like from 12 in the midnight, right, and then the from 24 hours from that, basically 8 yamas or the Ashtakal. So that is considered a complete day. So before that, any kriya is there, so that will underlie this section, Bhuteshwara, Anadyatana, not of the same day. Then the next one is, there is nothing much to explain here. It's just about memorizing the pratyas here. So nothing too philosophical here. Bhute Dipadayo Bhutesha Namanaha. Next 18 pratyas are also applied in past tense and they are called Bhutesha. So these pratyas here, they can be used both on the same day, like past on the same day. Like for example, I ate lunch prasadam, you know. So now it's evening, so lunch was in the afternoon, few hours ago. So that's also a past. Or it could be I had my breakfast few days ago, something like that, not of the same day. So this uh, can be used for either of that. So it is called Bhutesha, and the pratyas for this Bhutesha are same as the Bhuteshwara pratyas, the same. Of course, after declension, the forms would be different, but the pratyas are same for Bhuteshwara and Bhutesha. Then there is one more kind of past tense, Paroksha Bhute Inaladayo Dhokshaja Namana. So now, by now, we have done 5 different groups. First one was Achyuta, which is Lat Lakar in present tense. Second one was Vidhi Pratyas, which is Vidhiling in Sambhavna Arthe in different meanings. Third one was the Vidhatri Pratyas, the Lot Lakara in Prerana Artha in blessing sense and so on. The fourth one was Bhuteshwara, which was Lang Lakara in the present past tense, not of the same day. And then the next one was the Bhutesha, which is also past tense, could be same of the same day or not of the same day, Lung Lakar. The next one is Paroksha Bhutena Ladayo Bhukshaja Namanaha. So the next 18 pratyas are used in the past tense, which was not witnessed by the speaker. Which was not witnessed by the speaker. Like for example, if I say Krishna ate dirt, so I have not personally witnessed Krishna eating the dirt. Of course, unless I'm self-realized and I have the Sakshat Darshan, that's a different thing. But when I'm speaking Krishna ate dirt, I didn't really see it, with my physical eyes. So that is the adhokshara. So something which is not witnessed by the speaker, the past. So in that sense, these adhokshara pratyas are used. See, Sanskrit is so detailed, right? Like past tense and then different varieties of past and so on. For example, so the pratyas are nal, atus, us, thal, atus, nal, va, E ate ire, se ate dve, e vahe, mahe. Like Arjuna Uvacha, you know that Uvacha is from Adhokshara because Ved Vyas, like, mostly these Adhokshara forms are used in scriptures very often. So this is the little Akara in general, little Akara. Okay, I hope you're getting it. The next one is Ashishi Yat Yastam Ityadayah Kamapala Namana. The next 18 pratyas beginning from Yat Ityadi are applied after dhatu when Ashish is understood, wish or blessing. And they are called the Kamapala pratyas. In general, they are called Ashirling. So Yat, Yastam, Yasus, Yas, Yastam, Yasta, Yasam, Yasva, Yasma. Sishtas, Yastam, Siram, Sishtas, Yastam, Sutvam, Siya, Sivahi, Simani. So these are the different pratyas here called Kampal or Ashirling. Then the next pratyas are moving towards the future tense now. Arharthe Natvitanam Krishyati Cha Tadayo Balakalki Namana. So the 18 pratyas from Ta onwards are applied after dhatu in the sense of arha. Arha means like deserve, someone is deserving, who is capable of doing anything, any activity, any verbal action. Or in the future tense, which is not of the same day, just like Deshwara for the past. So it is called Balakal. Balakal. So Ta Taru Taras, Tasvi, Tastas, Tasma, Tasmi, Tasmas, Tasmas. Ta Taru Taras, Tasi, Tasati, Tadve, Tahi, Tasvahe, Tasmahe. So these are called Lut. Lut. Then the ninth one is Bhavishyat Kale Syatyadayah Kalki Nama. The next 18 pratyas beginning from Syati are applied after dhatu in future tense. So that could be of the same day or not of the same day. And it is called Kalki. This is a very common one which we use, like Syati, Syata, Syanti, Syasi, Syatha, Syatha, Syami, Syavas, Syamas, Syate, Syate, Syante, Syase, Syate, Syatve, Sy, Syavahe, Syamahe. Like Bhavishyati, Patishyati, Gamishyati, and so on. So these pratyas are called Drit, Drit. And the last one is Sakangsham Yatra Priyati Pramo Nirdishyate Tatra Karya Karanayo Syadadika Ajita Namano Bhute Drishyati Cha. When the non-accomplishment of the action is indicated in such a way that a complement is required, and the relationship of cause and effect is understood, the 18 pratyas beginning from Syat are applied after dhatu in the past tense or in the future tense and are called Ajit. Okay. These pratyas are called Ajit and they can be used past or future. So they are basically used like in a correlating sense. For example, if I say, if I go to Mathura or if I go to Vrindavan, I may see Krishna. So if I go to Mathura, then we need some correlative sentence, right? Then what? Then I may see Krishna, then I may do parikrama, then I may meet devotees and so on. So when we put such statements, correlative statements in Sanskrit, so the verbs which are used of these from this Ajit. We'll study the examples ahead. So for an example, I just give that example. Yadi Vrindavanam agamishyam tada aham Krishnam apashyam, just making up from this one. Same. So the pratyas are Syat, Syatam, Syan, Syas, Syatam, Syata, Syam, Syava, Syama, Syata, Syatam, Syanta, Syatha, Syatham, Syadvam, Syama, Sy, Syavahi, Syamahi. So these are also called ring pratyas. Ring. Okay, so these were the Achyutadi pratyas. In general, they are also called Tibadi, Tip Adi, because the very first pratyay was Tip. So these are all the pratyas are also called Tibadi in short, which means Tip and so on. So we did the Achyut pratyas in present tense, number 1. We did Vidhi pratyas, number 2, Vidhiling. Then we did the Vidhatri pratyas, Lot Lakara. Then we did the Bhuteshwar pratyas, Lang Lakara. We did the Bhuteshwar pratyas, Lung Lakara. We did Adhokshara pratyas. We did the Kamapala pratyas, we did Balakalki, then Kalki, and then the final one was Ajita. So the pratyas for Bhutesh and Bhuteshwar are the same. Of course, the declined form would be different. That's a different thing. But the pratyas are the same. Okay. So I purposefully completed all 10 of them so that in this week until the next class, uh, you can memorize them and then we'll move ahead with the declension. The next class. Any question here? And please do memorize in this sequence. Syat, Syatam, Syan, row wise, not column wise. I'm sorry. I said it column wise, like Syat, Syatam, Syan, Syat, Syatam, Syata, Syam, Syava, Syama. Do memorize in this, just like we did in the noun, Slojas and Ityadi. Any question here? Anything? So nothing too technical, just uh, memorizing the pratyas here. Okay, so we'll resume the next week. So meanwhile, please do memorize. Otherwise, it won't be really fruitful moving ahead without having memorized these pratyas. And also, Mata, you can submit your paper, your answer sheets, whenever you're well and back. Okay, so we'll resume the next week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.